donations.
We made a goal of getting a load of donations every month.
Every month? I thought it was every week. Every month?
I don't have enough to build up every week, but every month at least. At least every month, maybe go 2 weeks. So I got a big box in the back. Got all kinds of, a lot of kitchen stuff, a lot of electronic stuff.
And then we're gonna get a couple groceries.
Yeah.
So I got an email from the county at the end of last week saying they're gonna open a portal, an online portal for people to sign up for the vaccinations. So that should be good. So hopefully I'll have my appointment soon. Oh, and I think I said this already. Yeah, I said this on my other thing. I made my colonoscopy appointment. He's got his too. Is it okay for me to say?
Yeah, I don't care. Mine's on the Ides of April.
Mine is April 1st. So April Fool's Day.
Yeah. Can you tell them we're switching?
No, you can talk about that if you want.
So last week, again, we had nothing but problems with our internet. It was sporadic, on and off, all morning and early afternoon. And of course, I'm trying to work during this time, unable to. So I finally got fed up and said, I'm done with Comcast. So I ordered, I'm going with Fios now. Of course, I can only get internet Fios. I can't get TV Fios in my area because our township has a monopolistic deal with Comcast. Only Comcast is allowed to provide TV service. So,
yeah, whatever you want to call it.
So we might do the our board of supervisors meeting is tonight, and we might join in.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
we don't know. We don't always show up. Well, it's gonna be
We've
on.
Never
soon.
shown up. But yeah, I might go this time. I might do it this time. So getting 1 gigabit Fios, which is faster than the 300 megabit that I have right now with Comcast. So for a week or two, I'm going to have both working and see how it goes, and then I'll drop Comcast altogether. It's actually going to save me like $30 or so.
When are you going to drop the cable?
I'm going to drop the Comcast internet initially.
Oh.
Yeah. And that'll save me a little bit of money, just doing that. I'll have faster internet for less money. Yeah. So I'm excited about that. But now I gotta buy, so now I have to buy a router and everything.
Yep.
Or not a router, a switch.
Oh.
Because it's not gonna be in the same place where our Comcast router is.
Yeah. It's gonna be at the front of the house.
Probably gonna be at the front of the house. And we have 2 computers and our printer that are hardwired, so I'm gonna wire a switch back there.
Yeah.
Because I don't feel like buying a wireless network card for our computer.
Yeah, we don't like having everything on the wireless network.
You should always have at least one hardwired device so you can always connect to the router if you need to without Wi-Fi running.
And we watched the Falcon and the Winter Soldier first episode this weekend. So I thought it was going to be a movie, but it's a series on Disney Plus. I like the action in it, but I don't know what I think about the story. And I don't want to give any spoilers away.
They haven't, I mean, it's called 2 different people, and they haven't even...
they haven't met. Well, they might have met before.
Yeah, I think they've met in the past, but as far as the scope of the show goes, they're still in 2 totally separate storylines.
Yeah. So it could be the last episode is when they get together.
And the Winter Soldier's storyline is almost all flashback right now, which,
Well, all the action-y parts.
All the action parts were, yeah.
But there was a lot of good action with the Falcon.
Yeah, the beginning thing was awesome. The whole first 20 minutes or so was really good.
There's stuff going on in there, though, that gives me anxiety. anxiety, like the main storyline. I can't say what it is without spoiling it, so I'm not going to tell you, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
I think so.
I don't know. We're thinking about letting the episodes build up and then watch them all at once.
At least watch 2 or 3 at a time.
Because we did that with WandaVision, and we liked it better that way.
Yeah. See, Disney's one of the few streaming services where they don't put all their stuff out right away. They release it like every week, like a normal TV channel would. Which is good if you want to watch one every week. But if you're like us and you want to watch a whole bunch at once, you got to let them build up. So.
I can't deal with cliffhangers anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a young person's game. I don't have as many days in front of me as I used to.
Yeah, there's more in our rear view than there are ahead of us.
That's terrible. That's the reason why, right? Not because of my memory.
That's why as you get older, you need less sleep because your body knows got less time. Better make the most of it.
So there's less sleeping. Oh, for goodness sake. But you know what I was thinking? See, I don't know what to do because, you know, you're like, let's not get HBO Max because it's $15. But I've got that movie service that's $20 a month. I don't know if it started taking the money again yet or not. But then I was thinking, what if I cancel that and we get the HBO Max?
Yeah,
then I'll feel bad.
But then when it comes time to, maybe you cancel that for now. We haven't been getting charged for it yet. It hasn't been coming out over the last 6 months.
So if we cancel that, then when we eventually go back to the movies, we can cancel the HBO Max.
Yeah, I think we should just wait for there to be a couple things on HBO Max that we want to see. And
I want to see the Snyder Cut so bad. It's like, it's kill. I'm doing okay though. I mean, it's 4 hours.
I want to watch Dune. Or Dune, not Doom. Dune. Which isn't out till next month, I think.
Yeah, I don't remember when it's out. I didn't think much of Timothy Chalamet in the beginning, but he's starting to grow on me. The guy that's going to play Muad'Dib. Muad'Dib.
That's one of those very long books that I read when I was a kid. It's a long movie, and there's still a lot of stuff they took out.
I read it too.
Yeah.
I read it because he loved it so much. And I saw the movie first, and I was like, this is so boring. And he's like, the book is better.
Yeah, I don't think you were that much thrilled with the book.
The book was almost as boring as the movie. Like, maybe that's what I should do if I can't sleep. I should get out the book Dune. I just remember it being as boring as looking at a pile of sand.
Well, that's the only one I read by him. I mean, Frank Herbert did I think there's like 4, maybe 5 Dune books, and the only one I read was the main one, Dune.
Did he write anything else?
Not that I know of. He probably did, but I don't know what they are.
What do you think you want to do for dinner? Look, it's Mulch Madness. That garden store says Mulch Madness. What do you want to do for dinner? I don't know why it's making me laugh so much. Do you want to, like, we did our eating out thing, you know, our call it, our order out
that
thing
was last week on Monday. It was a week ago. It was last week.
I know.
And we're down a person.
Yeah. I mean, she doesn't order that much, so either way, but I don't know if you want to order something or what.
I don't know. We should figure it out since we're going to be right there at the store. I'm planning on going to the Giant right by the Goodwill.
Okay. I want to plant the peppers in the seedling cups today. Why do I keep going today, tonight? Today.
Which means we have to finish up doing some work in the den.
Yeah. So I know we got those little things to put the stuff in, but do we have like a tray to put under it so if water comes out the bottom it gathers in the tray?
Yeah, figure something out. Oh, my son got his car inspected today. And in Pennsylvania, if you drive less than a certain number of miles, basically all you have to do is pay for the updated stickers. You don't have to pay to get it inspected and all that kind of stuff. So, because of COVID quarantine, his car has been on the road, I think, once or twice. And once was us taking it down to my grandmother's house to load it up. So he's probably got like 50 to 100 miles tops on it. So he ended up paying just for the stickers and stuff. So, anybody who lives in Pennsylvania, there you go.
Bonus. Remember I was dreaming about those burgers the other day? I don't know where we could get burgers.
Way back burgers.
I know, but they're a
You can
little
make burgers.
greasy. That's true.
Then I don't feel like really making burgers.
I missed the Red Robin. Did the one near us go out of business, or it's still?
No, I don't think they did.
Well, I know some of them have.
Why? You want to do a drive-by for and get burgers?
I don't know. I don't know what I want. I mean, I know I would love burgers. I know what I want in that respect.
But you're trying to back off the beef a bit.
I know, but you know, sometimes once every month or so.
And one of the reasons of going to Red Robin is to get the endless fries. I can't get endless fries.
I don't care about the endless fries.
I do.
I never get them a refill on that.
I always do.
I know. Do you just get one refill, or
Yeah,
you get
just
more
one
than
refill.
I like that they have the Statue of Liberty with a burger.
You want that?
I do want to try that crispy chicken sandwich, but I've been dreaming about a burger. Literally.
You gonna go to that Dollar Tree?
I don't know.
You should go there first.
Yeah, to the Goodwill, right?
No, to Dollar Tree. It's right here. You have to pass it.
Why are you confusing me? Fine, I'll go to the Dollar Tree first. Who wants a husband that's confusing? Or maybe you wouldn't confuse
We're all
other
confusing.
women. Oh,
And
all
women would
husbands?
say, when I'm pointing right here, I'd say, let's go there. That they would understand that I meant Dollar Tree because we're
But
passing.
it's in a direct line.
But I was
If you
pointing
point-
right at the Dollar Tree.
If you point, he pointed like this, right? There's the Dollar Tree, and then behind it is the Goodwill. I'm supposed to know
But you
it's
see the Dollar Tree before the Goodwill.
You're not exactly always clear with what you're saying. Like, sometimes you say right when you mean left. So,
I never do that.
all right.
Never done that.
We're back.
Hello. Our Goodwill box is empty. We'll fill it up. And we bought stuff for crafting and other stuff, planting stuff at the Dollar Tree.
Yeah. And now we're trying to debate dinner.
Yeah.
Because I want a burger. Cheeseburger. Onion rings.
I
And
don't
a large
mind
orange
making
chicken.
burgers. I just don't feel like making. I don't feel like doing all the prep work.
You don't have to make burgers. There should be so many places that want to sell us burgers.
There are. McDonald's is right there.
I don't mean McDonald's. I mean a place that has a giant burger. A huge burger.
Good burger.
A burger that they would write epic poems about.
Like Sonic.
I mean, Sonic's okay. What kind of place makes the same kind of burgers as
Red Robin.
as Red Robin? I'm gonna keep saying that. What's wrong with me? You know what I mean? How big they are and they're not as greasy as.
But where are you going to eat it? I mean, the problem with a good burger is they're all messy.
Yeah. Is this the way you want me to go? You want me to go
You're
towards
driving.
the house?
I don't care how we go.
I mean, as opposed to.
Yeah. You got the right of way, but I don't think she was.
I know,
gonna
but
wait.
there was a car
I
over
know.
there that I couldn't tell. There's navigating going on. We're behind a Dodge Charger.
I'll call our chillins.
I hope I don't have chocolate on my face.
Why? Because you ate that Hershey bar with almonds?
You bought it. You're like a chocolate pusher.
Hey, we are debating dinner. Mom is in the mood for burgers. What kind of burger would you want? We're thinking of like, I don't know. We don't know where to get burgers.
We don't know where to go.
Yeah, we want to go somewhere to get burgers.
I don't want to get the
feel like
Wawa burgers. Wawa has burgers now.
No, we're not going to McDonald's. That doesn't satisfy Mom's burger craving.
I mean, I could if everybody wants me to do that.
All right. Well, if we do McDonald's, you want what? Two cheeseburgers, no pickles. All right. Cheese and ketchup, no less. Tomato, onions, mayo, and cheese and ketchup.
On what?
And what kind of cheese? American? Okay. All right. And you want fries or onion rings or anything like that with it? Okay. Okay. And not participate, but
be our guest. Guess what we're gonna have? Be the guests that guess. Guess what we're gonna have for burgers? Where we're gonna go?
You get to spectate
I can't even talk right.
Our meal planning process. We're thinking burgers for dinner. He said, "Oh hell yes." And what kind of? No, I'm not talking homemade. I don't feel like going through the work of homemade. We're talking like.
What did he say?
He doesn't want a COVID burger.
We're not ordering any COVID burgers.
I was going to get extra COVID for you. I don't know. We were thinking like, I don't know, something like Red Robin, but I don't think we're going all the way to Red Robin. They're too guppy. What would you want?
As a fallback, we might end up at McDonald's.
That might be what we do. What would you want from McDonald's?
So, are any of you experienced gardeners? And I mean mostly in the vegetable gardening department.
Yeah, I know what he wants. He's taken care of.
I'm starting. Well, I think I said that. I'm starting to plant some stuff in the seedlings.
Well, your opinion matters. You'd rather do McDonald's. All right. Assume we did McDonald's. What would you want from McDonald's?
Oh my goodness! Now he'd rather have McDonald's.
I threw Burger King out.
Oh.
Because I thought you would like a Whopper better.
I said whatever. I just want a burger.
Look at the giant holes on the side of the road.
I didn't put them there.
Why is Pennsylvania so horrible about potholes?
You know it's because we're in a climate that changes.
I've driven other places where the climate's even worse, and the roads are not this bad. All right, bye. It's like pulling teeth, isn't it? I think a root canal is easier than talking to him.
We just bring home a bag full of burgers and they can pick.
Are you going to eat that chicken sandwich?
I want to try the chicken sandwich, but not today. I want to have the burger. The meat.
Cow time.
The beef. It has my name on it. Yeah, we've got more yard work to do. I asked the middle son would he cut some of the bushes for me, but I really think we might want to get a well, if we end up renting a rototiller, maybe we'll rent a bush trimmer too. I think
I'm not gonna rent them. I'm just gonna buy one.
You're just
They're
gonna
only
buy
like $130.
we need to be able to store all this equipment, and the garage is overfilled with the youngest son's
fix
stuff.
That. The couch that's in there is going out this week in the trash.
Okay.
And right there is going to free up more than enough space for the rototiller and the wheelbarrow.
Yeah, we bought a wheelbarrow. Oh, I might have said that already.
It's a small. It's
not huge.
It's 4 cubic feet versus the normal 6.
But it's more stuff than we could carry in our arms. Or
yeah, I filled it up with stones from my driveway.
So what I was saying about the gardening, or do you think I'm boring people? You think gardening is boring? I mean, it is kind of boring unless you're gardening.
It's not a spectator sport.
It's not a spectator sport.
It's like watching grass grow.
Haha. Well, I won't bring it up anymore then.
Yay!
The Nextdoor app. I joined the Nextdoor app like a month or two ago because we had that rabbit in our yard and I didn't know if it belonged to somebody. Somebody said they're doing something with this pizza world down here. There's like construction going on. And they were trying to figure out what was going on. So apparently the guy that owned the property, he owned the Pizza World place and he owned the house that was behind it. And he sold the house. I guess he still owned the Pizza World place, but there were people that were trying to squat on the land. So that's why there's that big fence going around it.
Oh, you should tell them a little more about the Pizza World. Have you told them about it before?
Well, I don't know if that stuff is true or if it's just rumors. It's a pizza place that apparently... It's in a movie, too. They used it in... What movie did they use?
There was a movie a couple years ago. It was like, kind of like a zombie movie or an end of the world kind of movie. And it was set in our area, so there's a whole bunch of things that look like they've been abandoned and stuff like that in our area. And the Pizza World is one of the things.
Like
you're walking right past it.
It's like but they called it something else. They called it like Pizza Land or Pizza something. It's the same.
But it was
place.
So obvious. It didn't have. I think it was before they had the fence around.
They did it in They did a post-apocalyptic zombie movie. It wasn't bad either.
No,
it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a huge movie. It was independent.
It was an indie movie.
And anyway, so there's this rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
If we find it, we'll put the link down below.
That when that pizza place went out of business because the police had done a raid on that business because there was like a sex dungeon being run in the basement. I don't know if that's true or not.
I don't know if it's true or not.
Because we've worked in restaurants and pizza places and stuff, and usually the basement has like a walk-in freezer and other equipment down there, and it's very greasy. I just can't imagine keeping it clean enough. Can you imagine that? To run a sex dungeon in it? Am I allowed to say this on YouTube? Like, they seem to... Anyway, I don't know if it's an urban legend or whatever. If it's real. But like watching that movie, when you watch that zombie movie, when we watched that zombie movie and they showed so many places around here
that we know
that are closed down, and it actually looks like, you're like, oh my god, we live in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. I mean, there's regular stuff around too, but there's enough of the old, fallen apart, overgrown stuff that it looks, you could make a post-apocalyptic movie around here. So I keep wanting to do little skits and stuff on my channel, but I can't get anybody to do the skits with me. So then I thought, I have an idea where I'll play all the parts. But the problem would be with editing. Anybody who anybody who does video editing knows what I mean. If I have to play all the parts, I can't be dressed up as each person for each scene. I would have to reshoot all the scenes as the different people. So then you have to deal with the time of day. You have to deal with keeping all the file names,
Well, how does
kept track of.
How does Disgruntled Danny do it? Because he always has from one scene, and then he changes the light and has it from the other angle. And his conversations are so smooth. He does this so well.
I think he moves it back and forth.
Yeah, but the lighting of it changes too.
Yeah, he edits. Well, he puts in stuff.
Yeah.
He puts in. So this guy we watched, Disgruntled Danny. Maybe I'll put a link to him below. He's over in the UK, and he does like these kind of rant videos where he's talking about usually online stuff. But he'll have one view, usually while he's walking, of one side of his face, and all the lighting is normal. And then when he's saying the nice stuff, it's like that. When he's saying the angry stuff, where he's pretending to be the angrier type person, he has it coming from the other direction, and he darkens the screen, and sometimes he puts these lines down it. You know what I mean? I don't know. No. Editing, I mean, when you do a YouTube channel and you do any editing, you start to appreciate people who do editing for a living. Because it's, when I've tried to do day in a life, the people that do, yeah, look, it's torn down.
It's
gone, yeah. Gotta tell our youngest son, he's gonna be like, what?
That was closed even when we got here. It was closed. It wasn't even open when we got here. And that was more than 15 years ago. 19 years.
Shush! It's only been a little bit over 10 years. 19 years, and how many times did we refinance? Did we renumber the loan?
Twice.
So we're nowhere near to finish paying it off.
No, well, the first time it was as soon as we could at the 2-year mark, and it was to get out of a high risk variable interest rate into a more normal interest rate.
Sense.
And then the second time it was like 3 years later, and it was down to the rate we have right now, which is a very, very good rate.
But we're not going to do it again. Right?
No, and if for some reason we could get low enough, it would be at the exact same terms. But I have no intention of doing it.
Well, I'm pretty sure we both have to sign off on that.
I don't think we're going to, so it doesn't matter.
I'm going to have to cut this video down a lot because I noticed that
we're at 18 minutes of just this section.
More people watch the ones that are like 20-something minutes than they do the ones that are 40-something minutes. But I'll just take out the boring parts.
What? There's no boring parts. I'm in it.
You make the whole thing exciting.
Where's my fan base?
You're looking for the Bob Troopers?
Yes.
Bob Troopers!
Down below. Keep Bob. Join the Bob Club.
Bob Troop. Join the Bob Troop. Bob's got to have his own. You got to start making your own videos.
I'm not making my own videos.
I think he should do cooking videos. Well, he's not going to want to edit them. I can tell you that.
I'll do the work if you do the cutting.
What do you mean? Cutting the food or cutting the video?
Editing of the video. I might do, I don't know.
Cooking with Bob.
Cooking and computer programming. Computer programming is pretty boring. Even now and then I watch other people's videos about computer stuff and I find them boring. So people only watch computer videos to learn something specific.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at that thing. A lot of YouTubers are getting sponsored by this website that you learn stuff on. I forget what it's called. You can take classes on it, right?
Yeah.
And I was
Brilliance.com?
thinking, no, it was a different one. I don't know, something about learning stuff. And I thought, the only thing I'm qualified to teach is history of the Bible. I mean, I'm officially qualified in Pennsylvania to teach history of the Bible. Who would even want to learn that? I mean, there's other things I could teach, but I don't consider myself an expert. I don't consider myself an expert in history of the Bible, but I'm qualified to teach it. Not that I would want to teach classes on there. I'm just saying. I was just thinking about that, you know. Like, you're on YouTube and you can show different things you do, and you don't have to be like a teacher or an expert or whatever. You can just be like, this is my experience with gardening. This is my experience with whatever, you know. I can't even be an expert on running a household. I mean, I do it better than I used to do it, but you know what I'm saying? What if you tried to take a juggling class on one of those online class places?
Bobby used to ride a unicycle.
Yeah, Bobby, our oldest son, when he was a teenager, rode a unicycle. Listen, if there was anything geeky to do, he did it. He wanted to learn to juggle, and I said, oh, if you juggle and do the unicycle, man, you could make some money. That's where the big bucks are, juggling and unicycling.
He rode the unicycle. Did you ride the unicycle in the parade one time with the Scouts?
I don't know. He rode it on stage for the pep rally.
Yeah.
So our son Bobby was probably the only non-football player, non-cheerleader that was in the pep rally that year. He was up there dancing with the football players.
They loved him.
And he was riding his unicycle to some, what was it, peanut butter jelly time?
Peanut butter jelly time. Their video is on the internet somewhere.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
As soon as he got up, people started yelling, Feezer! All these people around us are yelling Feezer, and I'm like, what is going on?
My son was a cult phenomenon.
Yeah, it was weird. Well, now he's on the what is that called? TikTok. He's on TikTok all the time. I don't use that app.
No, I watch his Instagram. He posts a lot of his TikToks he posts on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I watch them. And he is definitely entertaining.
Yeah, he's entertaining. I think sometimes he says offensive things, but
yeah.
I don't know. I guess everybody does. Well, we're going to go in the grocery store, and that's all we're recording for today. So, hope you're having a good day, all you Bob Troopers out there. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.